The possibility of budget cuts, the need for more housing, and a focus on public safety headlined the mayor of Burlington's State of the City address tonight. Emma Mulvaney-Stanek asked city councilors to continue working together on those initiatives at tonight's Organization Day meeting, telling them Burlington's vibrancy and resiliency is at stake. Fox 44's Matt Holderman was there for the mayor's speech and the rest of the meeting when a new president was elected. He joins us live now outside of City Hall to recap what happened. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Lauren. Yes, that's exactly right. There were plenty of passionate moments in Mayor Mulvaney-Stanek's State of the City address tonight as she reflected on her first year as mayor and looked ahead to the second. And there was also a lot of good moments tonight for Democrats on the city council, specifically two who took the oath of office for the very first time. And as you mentioned, one man who gets to keep his seat at the head of the table.
I look forward to the good work we will do together in the year ahead. Thank you very much.
Burlington Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanek stole the show at Monday night's City Council Organization Day meeting, beginning her State of the City address by directing everyone's attention to new portraits of Burlington children hung up around Contoy's auditorium, which she hopes will serve as a reminder to city councilors every meeting of why they are serving and who they are serving for.
It is my hope that these portraits will remind us about why we are all here today to lead this city forward, and to set an example for our young people and lay the foundation for a Burlington that they can be proud to call home.
In the rest of her speech, the mayor did lay that foundation for the next year, informing everyone there likely won't be a general tax rate increase this coming year, but regrettably saying she will have to make some cuts to city programs, services, and staffing to keep the next city budget balanced.
This has been incredibly difficult work, yet it is the responsible approach to our fiscal challenges.
On top of that, she noted new efforts to improve and support Burlington's police and fire departments, including plans for a new public safety building downtown. She also discussed numerous housing projects that are nearing conclusion, including City Place, which is expected to open its first phase with 53 housing units and 161 hotel rooms this July. Other highlights Monday night included the swearing in of new city councilors, Democrats Ali Schachter and Buddy Sane. The two took photos with their families and took part in their first official vote moments later, the one for city council president. Progressive Carter Newbeezer took on the incumbent Democrat Ben Travers, and with all 5 Progs supporting Newbeezer and all 7 Dems supporting Travers, Travers was appointed council president for a second year in a row.
We can meet our obligation to defend our residents, especially our most vulnerable communities, and ensure Burlington's resilience through turbulent times.
And when saying turbulent times there, Travers was in part referring to the Trump administration. Both he and Mulvaney-Stanek mentioned the president multiple times tonight, actually denouncing his decision-making, especially when he's made cuts to the federal diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. The mayor doubled down on Burlington's support for what is called the city's racial equity, inclusion, and belonging office rather than program, and she said that is going to continue being funded in the city's general fund budget. As in the past, there has been uncertainty around it and one-time funds. She wants to make sure that is locked in the Queen City, and there was plenty more talked about throughout the night here that I will recap in the coming weeks for you. But for now, reporting live outside of City Hall, Matt Holderman, Fox 44 News.